ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ 2008 లో స్థాపించిన కళాశాలలో MBA, NAC A గ్రేడ్ మరియు ISO సర్టిఫికేషన్ సాధించిన మొట్టమొదటి కళాశాల శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Dear students, welcome to Python programming class. In this class, we will discuss the following transfer statements followed by some Python programs. Okay, what are the transfer statements in Python programming language? First one, break is the one statement. Second one, continue. Next, try and return. These are the transfer statements in Python programming language. We will see in detail about these programs. After that, we will see some of the arithmetic operators, and we will see one list data type, one data type, new data type list. Till now we have not seen that data type. We will see that data type followed by some Python programs. Okay, the first one is transfer statements. These four are the transfer statements in Python programming language. First one, break. Next, continue, try and return. We will see those. Transfer statements. What are the transfer statements in Python programming language? Okay, these are the transfer statements in Python. First one, break, continue, try, return. These four are the transfer statements in Python programming language. We will see try and return. One concept is their functions. At that function concept, we will see the statements try and return. Now we will see break and continue. These break and continue statements are used only in looping statements. Okay, not conditional else other places. Only break and continue are used in looping statements. Okay, in looping statements, these are used. Okay, what is the purpose of the break? Whenever the break statement is executed, the control immediately comes out of the looping statement. If whenever the break is occurred, the loop is not continued. The control comes out of the looping statement. We will see one sample program on break statement. File, new, a equal to 21. Okay, I am writing for loop. For I in range, from 20. 20 means 0 to 19. Okay, I am saying this file as save as Python file. I am csc21 Python. I am creating new folder, create new folder, class 9. Okay, I am create today. We will do all the programs in this one, class 9. Transfer tra1. I am giving the name as tra1. What is the type of the file? Python. Okay, save tra class 9 for I in range 1 to 20 colon. This is the separator. Press the tab button. Print Srinivas, comma I. Print CSC, comma I. Okay, this is also not required. Okay, for I in range, range means the range of 20 will generate the numbers from 0 to 19. Now I am printing the numbers. These two statements are executed. Okay, here I will write print normal statements. Normal statements. After the control comes out of the looping statement, the normal statements will be executed. Just I am checking whether running in this till now I am not used the break statement and later I will use checking whether it is running or not. Just I am checking. Go to the command prompt. In D drive I have placed this one. All of your programs are available in CD, CSC, 21, Python, CD, class 9. Okay, dir. What is the name of the file? tra1 cls. Clear the screen. Okay, running this file. How to run this one? Python tra1.py. Okay, the output is like this. Okay, once again, here larger numbers means some of the output is going. Just I am printing not up to 20, 40 lines. Only in 5, 10 lines we will print. I equal to or 10. Save. Open the command prompt. Run the file. How to run? Python tra1.py. Okay, up to 9. Srinivas 0, CSC 0. Srinivas 1, CSC 1. Okay, this loop is executed 10 times. 0 to 9 means 10 times. After completion of the looping statements, after completion of the loop, the control comes out of the loop and executed the normal statement. Here, what is the purpose of the break statement? You will see. If I equal to 4, if I equal to 4, we must place indent, break. Whenever I value equal to first time it is printed Srinivas 1 CSC 1 I equal to 0. Next I equal to 1. Next I equal to 1. These values are printed. I equal to 1. I equal to 1. Here what will happen? Just 1 second. I am setting this one. Okay, I equal to 0, Srinivas 0, CSC 0 is printed. I equal to 1, next control will go to the starting. I equal to 1, Srinivas 1, CSC 1. I equal to 2, Srinivas 2, CSC 2. I equal to 3, Srinivas 3, CSC 3. I equal to 4, Srinivas 4 is printed. Next I equal to 4 is true. Break. Okay, now the control comes immediately out of the loop. Out of the loop means the normal statement will be printed. Okay, CST4 is not printed. Okay, this is the purpose of the break statement. Whenever the break statement is executed, the control comes immediately out of the looping statement. It is used in loops only. Okay, I think it is not saved. The file is not saved. I am saving this one. Control S, save the file. Open the command prompt. I'm, in order to clear the screen, CLS Python tra1.py. Okay, Srinivas 0, 0. Srinivas is 4 is printed. CSC 4 is not printed. Why? Because the break statement is executed. Whenever the break statement is executed, the control comes immediately out of the loop. Okay, this is about the break statement in Python programming language. Next, we will see the continue statement. What will happen In place of here break, I will write continue. What will happen? Continue. Control. Same program. I am replaced break with continue. Okay. Just I am running this program. Break means whenever the break statement is executed, the control comes immediately out of the looping statement. It is used only in looping statements. Okay. Next one. What will happen here? Srinivas 0, okay. Srinivas 1, CSC 1, Srinivas 2, CSC 2, Srinivas 3, CSC 3, Srinivas 4, no CSC 4. Why? Because whenever the continue is executed, whenever the continue statement is executed, immediately control jumps to the starting of the loop. Okay, at the condition part, it will go to the for loop starting. Okay, Srinivas 5, CSC 5, Srinivas 6, CSC 6. Okay, this is the purpose of continue statement. Whenever the continue is executed, the control comes to this part, starting point. Whenever the break is executed, the control comes out of the loop. Okay, these are the points about break and continue. Okay, the continue is executed. Suppose here I greater than or equal to 4. Suppose I greater than 4. Control S. I am written I greater than 4. What will happen? Control S. Whenever I greater than 4, I equal to 5 means continue. CSC 5 will not come. The control goes to the starting of the statement. Okay, I will run this program once again. CLS, clear the screen. Okay, up to Srinivas 4, CSC 4 is printed. Srinivas 5, I greater than 5 is true. Continue. Once again, the control goes to the starting of the point. I greater than 5. Once again, control goes to, once again, Srinivas 6 is printed. Once again, Srinivas 7, Srinivas 8, CSC 7, CSC 8, CSC 9. The rest of the body, after the continue, the rest of the body is not executed. Whenever the continue statement is executed, after the continue statements in that loop are not executed, the control jumps to the starting of the loop. This is about continue statement. These two are the transfer statements in Python programming language. That's all, dear students. That's all about break and continue statements. Okay, what is the purpose of the break statement? Break and continue transfer statements are used in looping statement. Whenever the break is encountered, the control comes immediately out of the loop. Whenever the continue is encountered, we have seen the output of the program. No need to repeat once again, repeatedly saying, because if you have any doubt, then go to the back of this video. Once again say, whenever the continue statement is executed, the control comes starting of the looping statement. Break, come out of the looping statement, continue, starting of the loop. This is about break and continue statement. Another statements are there. Try is the one of the transfer statement. Return is the one of the transfer statement. Later units, we will get the topic functions. At that function topic, we will see about these statements. Try and return statements, return transfer statements. Okay, these are the control flow statements in Python programming language. Till now, we have seen all the control flow statements in Python programming language. What are they? First one, conditional statements. If else. If else, if else means in single line we can write. Okay, if else. If statement, if else statement, elif statement. These three are the conditional statements. Next one, looping statements. For loop and while loop. For loop, for the it is range of values. The for loop is used not like C. Here we have the for loop is used, we have a list of values means in order to move from starting to ending on the list of values, process those list of values, we will use loop. In Python programming language, most of the situations, if we use the for loop, we use the function range function. Okay, it generates, the range function generates a sequence of numbers. We have seen different varieties of range of the function. While loop, just while condition, if condition is true, body of the statements are executed. Okay, next, transfer statements. What are the transfer statements? Just now we have seen these two, break and continue, are the transfer statements. Whenever the break is executed, the what say about break in interview in Python programming, if you got a question about what are the transfer statements means, Break and continue are the transfer statements. Whenever the break is executed, these two are used only within the loop, so not in conditional statements, not in other parts. Break and continue statements are used exclusively in loops. Whenever the break statement is executed, the control comes immediately out of the looping statement. The further the loop cannot be processed. Whatever the statements is there further, okay, those are not executed. After the looping statement, the control comes executed. Okay, whenever the continue is executed, in a loop of statements, 100 statements is there. After completing 30 statements, continue came. Okay, rest 70 statements are not executed. The control jumps to the starting of the looping statement. This is about continue statement, break and continue. Later in functions topic, we will see try and return statements. Now we will see some more programs on using these looping statements in Python programming language. Now we will see various operators, arithmetic operators used in Python programming language, arithmetic operators in programming. Okay, in looping statements, we use at various points basing on the requirement, we use various type of operators. Okay, the arithmetic operators used in Python programming language are first one plus. Add two operands or unary plus. Okay, x plus y. Okay, that plus is the arithmetic operator. X plus y plus 2. The plus is called operator. Next, minus, subtraction, x minus y. Okay, operands, x minus y. X, y are called operands. Okay, or it is unary minus, x minus minus, like that unary minus. To multiply two values. Okay, multiply two values, x star y. We know that plus minus star by. Okay, some new operators, three of them are the new operators. We will see those three operators. Okay, first percent, modulus operator. Percent is modulus operator. Percent is modulus operator. The purpose of the percent operator is when A is divided with B, what is the remainder? Once again, 7. 7 divided by 7% 2. When 7 is divided with 2, what is the remainder? The remainder is 1. 3 times it will cancel 6, remainder is 1. The 1 value will be returned. X% y, when x is divided with y, what is the remainder? 28% 5. What is the value? 28% 5. 28% 5 is 5 will cancel 5 times. The remaining remainder is 3. 25, 26, 27, 28. 28% 5 is 3. Remainder. Okay, once again, 5% 1. What is the value? 5% 1. When 5 is divided with 1, what is the remainder? 0. 5% 2. Okay, what is the remainder? When 5 is divided with 2, what is the remainder? 1. Okay, 5% 3. When 5 is divided with 3, what is the remainder? 2. 5% 4. When 5 is divided with 4, what is the remainder? 1. 5% 5. When 5 is divided with 5, what is the remainder? 0. Okay, like that it will come. Okay, we will see programs. Next, floor division. Okay, slash slash symbol is for floor division. Floor division, division that results into whole number adjusted to the left in the number line x slash slash y. This is called floor division. Floor, I will say two terms now. Floor and seal. Seal. This is the flat. Floor. Floor means ground. Seal means top. Okay, 7.35. What is the floor value of 7.35? Down value 7. What is the seal value of 7.35? 8. Seal of 7.35 is next integer. Floor of a number means below integer. Floor of 7.35 is 7. Seal of 7.35 is 8. Same. 26.92. What is the floor? 26.92. whatever it may be the point, the below value, below integer, below nearest integer is 26. The above floor of 26.92 is 7. Okay, this is about to seal and floor. For getting the floor value, we will use slash slash symbol. Okay, 27 slash slash 5. What is the value? 5 point something. 5 point some 4 or 5.3 like that. Like that. 27 by 5. What is the floor value of 27.5? The floor value is 5. Okay, in order to get to that 5, we will use 5. We will see next in this session, we will see one program using this operator slash slash. Next, power. I want to compute 2 cube, 2 power 3. What is the value of 2 power 3? 2 into 2 into 2, 8. Okay, in order to get to 2 cube, I will use operator star star. 2 star star 3. It will return the value 8. 5 star star 2. 5 into 5. What is the value? 25. 5 star star 3. 5 cube. 5 cube. It can be written in Python program as 5 star star 3. It will return the value 5 cube. Now we will see simple programs in this one. Okay, this is the Python command prompt. This is the Python command prompt. In this Python prompt, we will see the programs. Okay, Python, in order to get Python command prompt, Python. Okay, print 5 plus 3. What is the value? 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, print. This is the plus operator. Print 5 minus 3. This is the subtraction operator. Print 5 star 3. Multiplication. Okay, next division. Print 5 by 3. Always float value will come. 5 by 3 means float value will come. 1.66667. Okay, the value of 5 by 3 is 1.667. Suppose I want floor value. What is the floor value of 1.66? What is the nearest integer lower to that number? 1. Okay, in order to get that one, we will use this one. 1. Okay, once again, this operator is the new to us. Once again, we will see some experiments. 20. Understand clearly. There is no difficulty. 27, 5. What is the value of not remainder? What is the 27 by 5? 5 times it will cancel 5. 25, 2, 20. 20 means 5.4. Actually, 27 by 5 means 5.4 value. Okay, this is the 5.4. For the 5.4, floor value is 5. Seal value is 6. Not only in Python programming, in Java also. In Java, other language, C languages also. Floor value means lower integer value. Seal value means upper integer value. Next, integer. What is the floor value? In order to get floor value, we will use double slash. What is the floor value? 5. Okay, next remainder. When 27 is divided with 5, percent 5, percent 5. What is the remainder? How many times it will cancel? 5 times it will cancel. 25. 27 minus 25. What is the value? 2. Okay, that remainder will get here. Okay, print. Once again we will see remainder. Print 9 percent 3. When 9 is divided with 3, what is the remainder? It will cancel perfectly. 0 is the remainder. Okay, 1 is divided with 3. What is the remainder? 1. 0 times it will cancel. When 2 is divided with 3, what is the remainder? When 2 is divided with 3, remainder is 2. When 3 is divided with 3, 3 by 3, what is the remainder? It perfectly cancels. So the remainder is 0. When 4 is divided with 3, what is the remainder? 1. Okay, this is the remainder. This is about the remainder in Python. Next, we will see power operator, power. I want to compute what is the value of 2 cube. 2 cube means print 2. 2 times we have to press a star symbol. 3. It will return the value of 2 cube. Okay, 8. The value of 2 cube is 8. The value I want to compute, what is the value of 6 power 7? 6 star star 7. What is how much time you will take? Long time. It will give it in less time. The value of 6 power 7 is 279936. Okay. What is the value of 2 power 8? 2 star star 8. What is the value? 2 power 8, 256. Okay. Star star symbol is used to print the power values. This is about arithmetic operators. These are the various arithmetic operators used in Python programming language. Next, we will see another type of operator, list operator. List. Okay. List data type. We will see list data type. What is the list data type? Okay, three data types are there. We till now we know that integer data type, float data type, and another data type is string data type. Okay, some more data types are there. Those are also very important. Among those, one of the data type is list, another is a tuple, and another is a dictionary. We will see those types later. List data type means collection of values. We can represent using the collection of values using collection of items using list data type. The list can be specified within square brackets. The list items can be specified within square brackets. Square bracket 23, 43, 53, square bracket close. This is the list. List can be specified with square brackets. Okay. Need all the items in the list need not to be the same type. One may be integer, one may be a float, one may be a string. Any heterogeneous items are allowed. Okay, this is about list data type. List is used. Okay, once again, what is a list? List is used to represent a collection of items. The items need not to be homogeneous. These can be specified within square brackets. That is about the definition of the list data type. Once again, dear students, once again I am repeatedly saying, whenever in interactive session I am asked what is a list means, you have to answer clearly. Okay, list is a one of the important data type in Python programming. It is used to represent the collection of elements. The elements need not to be homogeneous. Homogeneous means if all of them are integer, then it is homogeneous. If all of them are floating, it is homogeneous. If all of them are strings, it is homogeneous. But the list elements need not be a homogeneous. Heterogeneous elements are allowed. Okay, the list can be declared in Python programming language using square brackets. Square bracket, okay, first item, comma, second item, comma, third item, comma, fourth item, and so on. Okay, now we will see various declaration of the list, how to access the list elements in Python programming language. Now we will see simple declaration using Python. CMD, I am opening the command prompt. Okay, in order to where we will do all programs in D drive, CD, CSC21. No problem, at any point we can do these commands. Okay, here go to the command prompt Python. Okay, in this prompt I am declaring the list RNO, roll number RNO equal to, this is the list. Okay, 34, comma 890, comma 789, comma 32, comma 777, comma 4567. Okay, these are the elements of the list. How many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements are there. Okay, I am declaring the list can be declared using square brackets. Okay, I want to print the elements of the list. Okay, print. The command used to print the elements of the list is simply print RNO. Okay, it prints all the elements. Okay, I want to print the second element of the list. What is the second element of the list? The first element is 34. The second element is, what is the second element here? The second element is 890. I want to print the second element. So I will write the statement like this: print of, what is the name of the list? RNO of second element means we have to give index 1. RNO of, similar to C, RNO of 0 34, RNO of 1 890, RNO of 2, RNO of 3 32, RNO of 4 777, RNO of next number 0 1 2 3 4 5, RNO of 5 4 5 6 7. It will return 890. It is possible to print the number from particular element in the list. Okay, next one, I want to print all the list elements from the third element to last element. Third element to last element. Print RNO of third element means we have to write here 2 0 1 2 2 2 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I will write 5 means 6 end. It will display third element to last element minus 1 2 3 4 5. Four elements will be displayed. Suppose I will write not 6, what will happen we will see 86. Okay, no problem, all the elements will be printed. Okay, all the elements will be printed. Okay, once again, RNO to 2 colon slash. From 2 onwards, all elements will be printed. Colon. That is the slicing operator. Okay. Here, slicing operator is used from particular element to all, all other elements of the list. This is about list in Python. List can be used to List can be used to declare elements. Okay, list can be declared in square brackets. It may be homogeneous or non-homogeneous, no problem. Okay, now till now we have seen homogeneous only. Now we will see non-homogeneous elements also. Okay, we will declare another list. FRI, friend. I will write FRI equal to one of my friend. His roll number is 501. Okay, name is name. What is name? Suppose Ram. Okay, age is 30. He is from Vijayawada. Okay, his percentage of the marks is 89.78. 89.78. Okay, it is also possible heterogeneous cell. First integer, next string, integer, string, floating point. Okay, I want to print all elements means print FRI. All elements will be printed. Print FRI. Print of FRI. ST line 1 module. Okay, some spelling mistake is there. Print, I think. Okay, print. Yes, print of FRI. Okay, all the elements of the list will be printed. Print of FRI. I want to print only percentage. I want to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the index of the percentage? 4. Okay, only percentage will be printed. I want to print only the from. I want to print the name of the city. What is the index of the city? 3. FRI of 3 means Vijayawada will be printed. Okay. This is about list. Okay. One more point about the list. The list in Python are mutable. Mutable means it is possible to change the particular element of the list. Suppose in this one we have, in the previous example we have seen what is the value of print of FRI of 2. 30. Now I will update FRI of 2. FRI of 2 to not 30, 60. Yes, it is allowed. If suppose I print the this element means print FRI means it will print 60 only. Okay, this is called mutability. The elements of the list are mutable. Mutable means it is possible to change one element to another element, one element to another element. Okay, slicing is also possible. It is possible to print from starting element to all other elements, or from third element to all other elements. It is possible to change the particular element to another element. Okay, here the point is the list can be declared in square brackets. The list elements are mutable. The elements in the list are heterogeneous. Okay, heterogeneous items are also allowed. One is integer, one is a float, like that. Okay, this is about the list data type. Another data type source is also there, tuple and dictionary. We will see those data types later. Now we will see some programs in Python programming about these concepts. Last in this session, we will see one program. That program takes all the list elements and compute the sum of the list elements in a program. In the list, suppose the list contains 5 or 6 elements, write a program to compute the sum of all the elements. Okay, we will see that program. I am opening the notepad. Okay, I am saving this file as save as. In class 9 I am saying sum1.py. The name of the file is sum1.py. I am deleting all this. Okay, list element. List I am declaring L1 L1 equal to, both of them are looking like same only. Amount. Okay, I am creating the list whose name is amount equal to, okay, in square brackets. Okay, one person is due of 80 rupees, another person is 400, and another person is 50, another person is 90, another person is 100. 5 persons have to pay amount to me. Okay, first person 80 rupees, second person 400, next person 50, next person 90, next person 100. Now I want to add all these numbers. Write a program to print add all the numbers of the list. Okay, initially I am declaring one variable sum equal to 0. Okay, for I am writing for loop for I in amount. This loop will be executed. First value of I is 80. The body is executed. Next, the value of the body next time I equal to 400. Next time I equal to 50. Next time I equal to 90. Next time I equal to 100. Okay, 5 number of times this body is executed. Indentation is important. Here, in order to get the indent, I pressed the tab button. Sum equal to sum plus I. Sum equal to sum plus I. Okay, only one statement. Sum plus I. When this statement is executed, previously sum it will be added to this one. First time 0 plus 80. Second time 80 plus 400. Next time 480 plus 50. Next time those three values plus 90. Next time those values plus 90. Now I am writing this print statement. Print the sum of numbers numbers in the list, in the given list is comma sum. Okay, it is in the variable sum. Before that I am printing the list also. What is the statement in order to print the list? Print, just I read the amount amount, it will print all the list elements. This is the one way of printing. Another number of ways is there are printing. Print amount, it will print all the elements in the list. The sum of numbers in the given list is sum. Okay, control S. I am opening this file in command prompt. Okay, exit. It will come out from the prompt. CLS, clear the screen. Okay, in class 9 it is there. CD class 9. Go to the class 9 folder. What is the name of the file here? Here the name of the file is sum1.py. I want to execute this one. Okay, Python sum1.py. Okay, that is the list. It is printed all the elements. The sum of numbers in the given list is 720. 80, 80 plus 400, 480, 480, 580, 580, 680. Okay, 720. Okay, the total is correct. Okay, so sum of the numbers in the given list is 720. Okay, just once again I am running this program. Suppose here I change 800. Control S, Alt Tab. Okay, I am executing the same program. Sum of numbers in the given list is 1440. Okay, till now doubt is it doing correct or not. Okay, I will write small numbers only 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 10, 10. What is the sum? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Control S. Just it is working or not. Once again I am doing. Okay, sum is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 is correct. The sum of the numbers in the given list is 80. Okay, this is the program. This is the program for computing the sum of the numbers. Okay, next session we will see exclusively Python programs. If you want any program, sir, I want this program in Python. Jan, give me in department group, give me that program. In next session, I will explain. Okay, next session exclusively for we will within 45 minutes we will do 6 or 7 Python programs. Computing the reverse of a number, computing the factorial of a number, check whether the given number is palindrome or not, like that. Next session, till now, whatever the concepts we have learned from these concepts, we will see some programs in Python programming language. Okay, dear students, have a nice day. Bye bye. One more thing is, most of the students, not some, most of the students are responding. They are doing programs. Okay, if they have not system is, they are doing programs in phone also. Very very good. Okay, I am appreciate those students who done the programs in phone. Okay, all of them try. It is not very, very difficult. It is the basics. Okay, Python is the very, very important programming language. Okay, now outside 80% of the jobs are available in Python only. Python means it is not one thing. Python plus Django, one complete application. Python plus machine learning. Python plus artificial intelligence. Like that, for any of the advanced technologies, this Python is 50%. The remaining 50% is another one. Okay, we will see up to they are not required. In this sem, we will learn thoroughly about Python programming. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.